We're going to be making some hamburgers today. Our burgers we're making are actually going to be some bacon burgers. So, first things first. I start out with about 5 strips of bacon per pound of hamburger. My hamburger that I use is going to be anywhere from 85-15 to 90-10. The bacon will add the extra fat to keep them together. And I just use a pair of scissors to sit here and chop them up. You want to kind of keep it small pieces. You don't want to go big pieces. And using a set of kitchen shears makes this so much easier than trying to cut them with a knife. Okay guys, and with that last snip, we now have our bacon. So on top of that now, we're going to go ahead and add our actual hamburger. So I'll go ahead and cut that open. This time around, we are using the 1585. A little leaner than most people would say to use for a hamburger, but as I said before, the bacon fat actually makes it so it sticks together well. Okay, so now we have our hamburger and our bacon all in here, so we're just going to use our hands to kind of start mixing it up a little bit. The next thing we want to add is garlic. As with anything, when I'm using garlic, I try not to use powdered garlic. I try to use regular garlic and just crush it in there. The next thing we're going to add is going to be about a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. As with most meats, when I'm making them, add soy sauce. It makes everything better. From there, we've got some celery seed. I'm just going to add a couple sprinkles in. As you can see, I put a bunch in. I don't really measure it. Same thing with my onion powder. Give it a couple good shakes of some onion powder. Nothing measured. Just put it in. After that, I'm going with a heaping 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. If it was just me, I would go with, a whole teaspoon to a 1/2 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. After that, guys, we're going with about 1/8 cup of Dale's steak sauce. And then our last ingredient, you do not have to use this, but I like it. I like to use some sesame oil. The sesame oil adds a little bit of a nutty flavor, and I use about 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Once you have that, just dump it in. The sesame oil makes it a little nutty, gives a little bit, extra depth of flavor and stuff. So from there, we're just going to sit here and with our hands, mix it up. Once you've got that all mixed up, it should make you about 4 good patties. Let's cut this into 4. So we'll just go down in half. As close as we can to half anyway. And we'll go half the other way, as close as we can once again. So now you have just about 4 equal patties. Just pick up your quartered patty, take it in your hand, as best you can, roll it out into a ball, and then squish it. Now you've got your burger. Okay, once you've got your burgers made and you've got your skillet heated up, we're just going to take our burgers and slap them on the skillet. You hear that nice sizzle we're getting? That's what you want. It keeps the juices in. Melted cheese is better than, unmelted cheese. So we want to throw those on there for just a second. While those are on there, I myself like to take a nice pan and just put over top all your burgers. That's going to let the steam and everything else kind of come out of your burgers. It's going to melt the cheese just a little bit. It's going to help cover that burger better. Okay, it's been a couple minutes since we've got this here box on top of our burgers. We're just going to flip it off. And as you can see, our burgers have the cheese melted over them nice. It's kind of like a nice little cape or something. So we're going to go ahead and pull those off, slap them right on top of our bun, and we'll go ahead and finish off our burgers.